Found it, folks. Whether it's open or not, it's nothing matter. Telegraph pole for the post. It's cut. How mad is that?
I don't see many that are still there, do you?
You don't know. Let's have a look at the writing on that. Is there any dates on it?
Well, oh. Doesn't really make sense because it says January 15th. Six-year period.
That's seen some action, though, isn't it?
Well, I can't see that being. That's not 16. Maybe that's 12-year replacement date. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem
So-
right. Unless it isn't maybe unless that's 16 isn't 2016. Maybe it's code for a year.
Yeah. It's still connected to the main thing, though. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they have maintained it somehow, just because it's here. Well, there you go. An ROC post telegraph pole, so it's still in place.
Yeah, they're quite thin, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's tarpaulin on it at some point and wrote on it.
Yeah, that was in the pictures.
Look. Green vents.
Blue
The green vents there.
on here. Undercoat.
Wow.
Oh, this is going to be good condition, mate.
Oh. Oh. There you go, hatches the right way round. Got the mind your head and back sign.
You can go down first this time, mate.
I think maybe we should shut the hatch on this one when we go down.
No.
You're
Feel
real
right.
paranoid. I think of people driving past and seeing it wide open.
They won't be able to see it, will they?
You
I
see
hate
that?
shutting these hatches. I just don't know.
Look at the amount of people that have been past it. The brass has been polished by brushing up against it.
Down you go then, B.
Master post again.
Another master post. Wow.
Find the other end of it. It's got the black bit behind it so that don't make them all dirty with your feet.
Yeah. Interesting fact. Where'd you get that fact from again?
My head.
All right.
That's what you're about to find out.
Oh. Don't stand over.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just in case the light falls off, folks. Cool, yeah, it does smell, doesn't it? What the hell?
What?
This stuff is 1980s filtration equipment.
Why are you screaming?
Because it's exciting, mate. This is what they have in the southern water bunkers.
So it's going to be used as cannabis farm, in other words.
No, this stuff was used in the Cold War to filter out
If it's
radiation.
dumped in here, they were going to use it as a cannabis farm. Do you not think?
Unless 1990s, they after the thing, they might have. I don't know. Right then, folks, how we doing? So, I thought we'd come away from the RSC post quickly because I've been editing this, so I thought I want to do a video on this because the stuff that we found inside this RSC post, the filtration stuff, is actually amazing. The company is still going today, a Swedish company, and they're still making filtration bits and bobs for bunkers and all sorts, even to this day. So let's have a look at it, folks. Right, so this is their headquarters. It's in Switzerland. I was expecting a newer building, not something from the 80s, but there it is. and there's probably a bunker underneath it, folks. Who knows? And that's that. And this is their website. I've been browsing. I found the actual filtration that we found inside the RSC post. There it is. Right here. This is what it would look like if it set up. Hand crank, and also it's motor driven as well. So look at this. Look, Refuge Ventilation Systems from the company. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'll pronounce it wrong probably. So operated with an electric motor, or in the event of a power failure, with a hand crank. They convey fresh air and filter air to the occupants of the shelter. How amazing is that? And it's got all the information about what we found on this website. Look, here it is there. That's amazing. We didn't see the hand crank though. I don't know if that was in there. But look, if we scroll right down. Plans of it there. Look, it shows you diagrams, how to put it together. So what I'm going to do, folks, is basically going to put that in the description. So go and check that out, because that's really, really interesting. So there, let's carry on with the video.
Still, it's a really good neck. It's brand new, isn't it? Yeah. Look, not even connected up or anything. That's like new out of the box new.
Plug on it.
Brand new it looks.
This is a box for it.
Yeah.
You've got 5 button fittings in there.
That's crazy. What's all this doing in there?
This is a filter, I guess.
Yeah. That's what's going to be the plan.
Gas, is that gas filter?
Oh look, that's the hose pipe in it as well. I wonder if the later ones then they did pump. Oh no, the hose pipe runs around here. It stops there. That's weird. There's something screwed on the floor there, look. To the bracket.
Oh yeah, triangle thing.
So the later shutdown ones, so these ones are in really good condition. It's still got the wire attached to the wall.
This is very good.
Missing the copper, I know, but. Dear Mr.
Really strange seeing all this.
This has got to be a lot of money's worth though, it's all stainless steel.
Yeah.
No, galvanised, I mean. That's the missing vent. Ironically though, whatever this is, look, it doesn't have any English instructions. So you've got 1.1, which is one of those. It's all...
German, is it?
Well, look, all the
No, it's
different
not German,
languages.
is it? That is a filter, I've seen that. What's on the back side of it?
What's it doing here though? It's plain. Look. That's like a lot of money's worth, I thought. Yeah, it looks really good quality. What we'll do is we'll take a picture of this. And it's got the model number on it. We can look it up in the van
Yeah.
and see what that model number is. See this, look, this must be a frame for it. Look, this must have its own... Look at that. So it's the same company. First of April, doesn't say what year though.
That's handy.
What?
Oh. That drops down.
That's why the fire break.
That's really damn.
This is impressive, isn't it?
It is. What's not? You pick the other one up. It's really heavy.
This. Isn't it?
That's got to be the main filtration in there.
There you go. Fabrication number, date 0399.
99.
Still bits of it. Is that the fire blanket? Was this the fire blanket here?
Not sure.
Is that the fire blanket there? Yeah, that's the fire blanket.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like a candle, isn't it?
So a bit like this one, right?
Wait there. Little telephone cables and stuff like that. So the bomb power indicator.
Must be heavy getting this down there.
I bet it was.
As far as it fit.
There's nothing on the bottom. I just wanted to know what was on the bottom of it. So I've seen these in Southern Water bunkers, similar stuff to this. That's crazy. Filtration. It's a bit weird it being down here though. Perhaps someone was going to make this into a personal nuclear bunker and have this as a filter pipe through that to the ventilation. Suck the air in for this to filter. Because I mean, you know, you can have them on hand cranks as well, but this is obviously
Electric.
plug into your mains. So, amazing stuff.
It's quite crazy, isn't it?
What was you going to take a picture of again?
I did, didn't I? Yeah, we did. I want to take a picture of the whole lot though. With all the...
Look at that Bakelite.
Oh wow.
That doesn't work. Must be a fake one.
Doesn't fit the photo, hang on. Turn the camera around. That's crazy. You see that these are all the same on the doors?
Yeah, that other one was burnt, wasn't it, on another one we went to.
Look at that.
What is
The
it?
door's still shut, slow. Here.
That's mad. There's no toilet in there.
No.
It's all been cleaned out. Look at it. Look at this.
Yeah, no.
It looks like it's been rendered parts of this.
I thought that. All painted. Do you remember the blue is an original?
Because one's down like in Devon and stuff like that. Stuff going becoming weird colours. I reckon the blue is original. Because look, it's the original RSC post lights and
Do you think the colour does it? Do we look?
nothing in there.
You are right, it does look original because everything's screwed to it.
Yeah. What's that?
Fixed survey meter.
Yes, mate. Yes, yes, yes.
That's quite good.
How are they survived? How old are they?
th of the 11th, 2019.
Yeah, someone's left this rubbish down here then, folks. For God's sake.
So it must bolt. I reckon that box, this big box here must be a framework for it.
There's a filter in there,
That's
isn't
really heavy quality, isn't it? Do you think?
there? Yeah, very well made.
Very, very well.
Like that damper.
Yeah. With all brass and. Yeah. I reckon we'll Google that when we get back to the van. I reckon they're quite expensive.
It's not German. Don't think.
What's that? That's your dress, isn't it?
Never heard of that. But that, I've definitely seen that before.
I was more concerned about the fact that
And you got all the pieces that put the package together.
well, everything's here. The instructions are a lot, so it's obviously been bought brand new, bought here.
It's like that only
And
horse and
that's
horses,
as far as
isn't
it's got. Thing is, I don't speak any other language.
it? No. Got the original mat on the floor though, changing the subject while we're there. This is the coaxial cable, so they must have had equipment here. On this table. On this
It's
table.
all still attached. Yeah.
Yeah. Golden Gem site.
Oh, look at that.
A little bulb hanging there.
Yeah, a little bulb. Put water in the bulb.
What are you looking at? It's all really. I love the green paint of the sump.
We didn't do the others.
No. Stuck in the toilet. Yeah, right. I knew you was opening that.
Not my dead backside, so.
Look at this. That would have been for the screw,
See, I
wouldn't
thought,
it?
yes, because in the other place it didn't fit, but that's bigger. So that would fit. I wonder where the bit's gone now.
Sump pump. He's pumping.
None of them work. No. It obviously sees up. Not being used. This is crazy, man. This is a bit fun, did you? Was it down in the pictures?
No, I don't think it was. All I remember seeing is the paint. Set that to... That'd be going long after we've left the area.
Big polystyrene again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sheets.
The ones in this area ain't too bad condition, are they really?
No. They're all different though. Look at the coat hooks on here. Someone screwed them onto the thin bit of door. But normally they're all this bit.
They ain't gone through, have they?
No, I did look not quite. You'd go that way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. We'll put a bit of wood there. Somehow.
Maybe they had short people they couldn't reach to hit.
Put the old ROC post coat on that, folks. So you've got this letter style. I wonder what that... Right then, folks. So what do we have there? What is that letterbox style object on the table or in the table? Well, it's actually for one of these. I think I've done a video on it once before. I don't know if that's very clear. It's a bit sunny in here. Basically, that's like a Geiger counter, dose, like a dose meter. So it comes up with radiation readings, and yeah, that. This is a portable one, so you can walk around with this one. But the ones that were in ROC posts were fixed ones, and it had a option at the bottom of it for a coaxial cable to connect to it. Let's have a quick look at this website. It tells us more about it. Right, so this is the website, folks. Royal Observer Corps Association. Heritage of the Corps. Here we go. We've got all the different Geiger counters here. Look, we've got this one here, contamination meter number 1. That's one I've got in the trunk up there. It's an old one from, look, it's got the 1953. What's it say? It remained in service until the 1980s. Wow, that's an oldie. It smells really good as well. Really old. What other ones we got here? I see that on eBay. Might look into that one. Right, so this is the one we're looking at here. This is the PDRM 82. So the new portable standard version, manufactured by Plessey, introduced in 1982. It gave more accurate readings, and it uses a standard C-cell torch batteries. It lasted many times longer, up to 400 hours of operation. Wow, that's crazy stuff, folks. More robust, and it's housed in that orange container. All the electronics, including the miniature Geiger tube, shielded against beta particles, was incorporated into a single EMP hardened PCB. It is microprocessor controlled with a digital readout. Right, so the version that we are looking at, folks, for this ROC post is the fixed version. The Royal Observer Corps used an instrument was provided a fixed version designated the PDRM-82F. The fixed version had an external coaxial socket mounted on its rear that accepted the cable from the above ground ionisation detector under the polycarbonate dome. It could also be used for training purposes and stuff like that. I actually looked on eBay earlier. I was looking at different Geiger counters and I actually come up with this, and it was like £70. I think I paid like £20 for that one. So it shows you the stuff is actually going up in price. Smashing. Anyway, now you know what that hole in the desk is for. It's one of these. How crazy is that?
What is this then? That's a different type of fire blanket or something.
It's like a plastic though, isn't it? Oh no, it's out there as well. Look, another Bakelite switch. Not very good quality though. Onwards.
Love the signage as well.
I love the way the hatches look around.
And the counterweight is in the right location on this one. On all the other ones have been on the bloody... on my backs going up on the ladder.
Got something written on that. I think got London, is it?
You're right, you're just falling over.
Wonder what happened then.
Got my foot stuck in a tree and
No, they got this plastic to stop the water getting in.
it's good, isn't it?
That must have been the RSC days, as well as the stuff, everything connected to the metal. And that works as well. Like that cap.